When the B-52 Stratofortress made its maiden flight in 1952, few could have foreseen that it would evolve into one of the longest-serving military aircraft in history. Over 70 years later, it remains a critical component of the U.S. Air Force's strategic capabilities and is now undergoing yet another modernization phase to prepare it for future missions well into the 2050s. This is the story of how a Cold War relic has not only endured, but adapted to become an enduring symbol of military strength. The origins of the B-52 can be traced back to the early days following World War II. During that era, Boeing had firmly established its reputation with iconic bombers such as the B-17 Flying Fortress and the B-29 Superfortress. In 1945, as the U.S. sought a replacement for the Convair B-36 Peacemaker, the Air Materiel Command issued specifications for a new bomber. These requirements were ambitious. It had to carry a crew of at least 5, include several turret gunners, and relief crew members, cruise at 300 meters at 34,000 feet, and possess a combat radius of 5,000 miles, with the capacity to deliver 10,000 pounds of mixed ordnance. However, the evolving threat posed by the Soviet Union led to an escalation in requirements. The new aircraft would need to hit 400 meters and achieve an extended range of up to 12,000 miles. Furthermore, the ability to carry nuclear payloads became a central demand. One of the most divisive discussions surrounding the design was the choice between turbojet and turboprop engines. General Howard Craig was hesitant to fully commit to jet propulsion, citing inefficiencies, while General Curtis LeMay strongly favored jet engines for their potential and pushed for enhanced airframe design to accommodate future improvements. LeMay also challenged the initial tandem cockpit layout, proposing instead a side-by-side seating arrangement to reduce fatigue and improve communication between pilots on lengthy flights. After much deliberation, the final specification included a 500 mph top speed and an operational range of 8,000 miles, formidable numbers for its time. With these targets locked in, Boeing's engineers, George Scherer, Art Carlson, Maynard Pennell, Bob Withington, and Ed Wells took on the challenge. In an unconventional move, they purchased balsa wood and model-making supplies from a hobby shop and built a scale prototype over a weekend at the Van Cleve Hotel in Dayton, Ohio. Based on the B-47, their design featured 35-degree swept wings, 8 engines housed in 4 twin nacelles under the wings, and a unique bicycle-style landing gear system complemented by outrigger wheels near the wingtips. This handcrafted prototype proved to be the breakthrough the project needed. It was praised for its aerodynamic potential and laid the foundation for the aircraft that would later become the B-52. The first full-scale version took flight in April 1952. 3 years later, the B-52 officially entered service with the 93rd Bombardment Wing at Castle Air Force Base in California. Not long after, 3 B-52s made headlines by flying non-stop around the world in just over 45 hours, a remarkable feat that demonstrated the bomber's global reach and reliability. In subsequent years, the B-52 continued to set aviation records. One of the most notable was a 12,532-mile flight without refueling, from Okinawa, Japan, to Torrejon, Spain. This mission was not just a demonstration of range, it was a message to the world about the reach of American air power. Currently, the B-52H is the only variant still in active duty. This version introduced the more efficient Pratt & Whitney TF33P3 turbofan engines, replacing the older J57 turbojets. These new engines boosted top speed to around 650 mph and cruise speed to 590 mph, extending the aircraft's unrefueled range to approximately 8,800 miles. In addition to engine upgrades, the B-52H saw improvements in its defensive and navigational systems. A new tail turret was installed, outfitted with a 20 mm M61A1 Vulcan rotary cannon. its avionics suite was revamped with a terrain-following radar and an updated fire control system optimized for low-altitude penetration missions. These enhancements significantly extended the B-52's viability in post-Cold War operations, where enemy air defenses were often limited or outdated. Despite the availability of newer platforms like the B-1 Lancer and the stealthy B-2 Spirit, the B-52 maintained an unmatched readiness rate. Between 2000 and 2001, its mission availability hovered at an impressive 80.5%, outpacing the B-1's 53.7% and the B-2's 30.3%. Such reliability has made it an enduring workhorse of the Air Force's bomber fleet. It remains one of the few aircraft in the world that can be rapidly deployed in both strategic and tactical scenarios with minimal preparation time. To secure its place in future operations, the U.S. Air Force launched the Commercial Engine Replacement Program, CERP, in April 2020. The initiative invited bids from several companies, including General Electric, Pratt & Whitney, and Rolls-Royce. In 2021, Rolls-Royce's BR-725, military designation F-130, was selected, and a deal to supply 650 engines valued at $2.6 billion was signed. Although the idea of shifting from 8 engines to 4 was entertained, the Air Force ultimately opted to retain the original configuration to avoid extensive airframe redesign and system rework. Engineers emphasized that preserving the existing setup would allow for a smoother integration process without delaying operational readiness. Further, modernizations are in store. The B-52J variant, currently under development, will feature the AN/APG-79B4 AESA radar system, offering substantial upgrades in detection range, target tracking, and resistance to electronic countermeasures. The aircraft's profile will also be altered slightly. The classic nose shape will return as outdated forward-looking infrared and low-light television systems are removed and replaced with modern targeting pods, such as the Lockheed Martin Sniper or Northrop Grumman Lightning, mounted beneath the wings. Boeing's 2022 visual renderings revealed revised underwing pylons capable of carrying heavier, next-gen weaponry, including hypersonic missiles like the AGM-100-83A RW. Although the program faced setbacks due to funding issues, successful test flights continued in early 2024, underscoring the platform's adaptability to cutting-edge weapon systems. The integration of hypersonic technology could give the B-52 a strategic edge, offering rapid strike capabilities against high-value targets across vast distances. From the 1970s onward, nuclear armament defined the B-52's strategic role. The aircraft was capable of carrying up to 20 AGM-69 SRAM nuclear missiles, which were later replaced by AGM-86 cruise missiles. Although the nuclear capability of active B-52Hs was officially removed in 2010, recent discussions in Congress have reignited interest in restoring this function. As of 2024, there are talks about rearming at least 30 of the remaining 76 aircraft with nuclear capabilities. These deliberations reflect growing concerns over global nuclear deterrence and the evolving security environment. These aircraft, reclassified as B-52J models, would be armed with the forthcoming AGM-181 Long-Range Standoff LRSO missile, designed to deliver a nuclear payload from distances far beyond enemy defenses. Whether the Air Force will fully reintegrate these weapons remains uncertain, especially as attention turns toward the stealth-capable B-21 Raider set to enter service in the coming years. Still, the B-52's legacy is unmatched. It has adapted, evolved, and survived multiple eras of warfare. From its wooden prototype beginnings to hypersonic missile tests over the Pacific, the Stratofortress remains a symbol of persistence and power. Whether it will once again become the centerpiece of the American nuclear triad remains to be seen. What do you think? Can the B-52 outshine its successors yet again? Share your thoughts below, and if you found this video compelling, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with more deep dives into military aviation.